Okay, it's time to start. This is Fabrication Techniques, and I'm going to take the role, and when I call your name, just come up and show me your homework, and I'll check it off. Samuel Bacon. Okay, Christopher Drew. All right, good job. Donald, or Don, sorry. Okay, good. Gary Nichols. All right, looks good. Lucas.
It's actually up on the screen over there.
On the screen? What do you mean? Oh. Well, there you go. There you go. So technology is taking over paper. I've only had one paper submission so far. Robert Lambert.
We are electronics class.
Yeah. I'll go to the next. It's going to take a while? Okay. Jesse Dalton.
I'm not sure if I've got that in the...
You don't have the homework? It's the Eagle CAD drawing on the computer. Okay, did you draw it in the computer though? Did you put it in the CAD program?
No.
You didn't.
No.
Did you not? Did you understand the assignment?
No, that's what I was telling you earlier when I first got in. I was a little confused about the assignment.
Oh, you're
But I'll get it for you.
That's okay. I mean, did you draw it, or did you just you drew it on your paper, but you didn't draw it in the actual program? Is that what happened?
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, I mean it's not really fine, but I understand you made a mistake, so don't
I thought you
don't
could
get
do
hung
it
up on
either
it. Yeah.
way, so.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, the assignment was to draw it in the computer program. So Dakota is not here, I don't think today. Clarence.
I've got it on my phone. No, it's just...
I got an open circuit. I think a while. I didn't notice until I was got an open circuit.
Oh, okay, it is open. Okay. You still get full credit though, because you tried to.
I fought that thing trying to get the line up, but cut it off and got it back on. Or
You may have changed your grid inadvertently.
I might have.
Okay.
That's what I figured I couldn't get the line up every time I put it back in. It would come back up.
Benjamin. Benjamin Bettinger. Kevin. Okay. That's good. Oh. Austin. Corey. Oh, go ahead. Okay. That's good. -2. No, I'm just kidding. No, good job.
Either way.
Plus bonus points. No, I was just joking. Okay. Okay, good. Tanner Pittman. Jerry. All right, thanks. Vance. Okay, cool.
Three so far in paper.
Josh Benfield. Okay. Leon.
I showed it to you a couple of days ago,
Huh?
but I threw it out. I don't know what I'm done with it.
Oh, but it's on the computer?
Yeah.
You did it on the computer? Okay.
I've got it.
I'll trust your word.
I just shuffled the papers around somewhere.
I can usually tell if people's lying to me. Usually I'd look in their eye and they'll start laughing. They'll say, yeah, okay, I didn't really do it. Josh O'Quinn. I had a student that used to do that. Say, yeah, I did it. And I say, you did it? And he goes, and he starts smiling. He goes, no, I didn't do it. Yeah, I say that's good. Thanks. Frederick. Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to call the Tree Huggers Association. Tell them you guys are doing a good job on saving trees. No paper. Might as well save the paper, right? Okay.
Little lumberjack out of work.
Yeah. So today we're going to continue. How did that go? I mean, it looks like everyone was successful. How long did it take for you guys to finish it? 30 minutes?
Once I got in that long.
Pretty quick? 3 hours? Usually the hardest thing is getting the software installed and
Installing on the Mac, wasn't there?
Yeah.
My ad button won't bring up a parts list.
Parts list, I will. Yesterday, Jerry, he had a problem with his parts list. We closed the program down to open it back up, and then the parts came up. So you have to do the same thing. One student yesterday, inadvertently, somehow, I don't know how this really happens, but all the parts that he was trying to work with, I'll bring it up really quick to show you, were unselected. And I'll show you how to do that really quick. So by default, when the program comes up, there's there's the first window that comes up. That's the main control panel window.
Right.
And then when you do new schematic or whatever, it brings up another window. And so you always have this control panel window up. Now, so for example, let's say I just did a new schematic. That's the quick and easy way to do a new schematic. The other way to do a new schematic is you can go down here and say new schematic, and it'll put it under there. But if you just say File, New Schematic, it'll just open a new schematic. It won't really put it anywhere. It's not really saved anywhere. It's just in the computer's memory. You actually would have to say File, Save As in order to get it on the hard drive, and then you'd have to browse to some location. So if the computer turned off right now, that schematic will be lost. But when you hit the Part button, this Part button right here, when you hit that, it's only going to bring the parts that you have selected in your schematic in your library that you want to use. So how do you select the ones that you want to use? Well, you click the library triangle, and it'll descend and open up that box. So if I see the triangle going to the right, if I click that with my left mouse button, it will expand that category called libraries. And it'll show you all the libraries that come pre-built. Now, somebody had to build these. That means that someone had to actually go on this tool and build each one of those components and symbols by hand. Probably a lot of people did, since this is it's kind of an open source library thing. You can actually build your own libraries and then submit them to EagleCAD, and they'll make them available for everybody. So a lot of people do that. But these are just kind of been assembled through the years of parts that people have built. But everything that has a little green dot on it is selected, so that except for these down here. That's just your actual. So you can deselect these by left-clicking those. Now, when you click the part button over here, it will not show those parts that have been deselected. Okay. So if you ever are looking for a part and you say, well, I don't have a certain part, like let's say you're doing RLC, okay? RLC, if this is not green, then you're not going to be able to see that part when you click this part button right there, okay? And yesterday somehow one of the students, it got turned off. I don't know how that got turned off. Because only the ones he needed got turned off, so it was very strange. Very strange.
Somebody probably
Another way to do that feature is you can say library, use, and you can tell it which library to use. It has all these libraries in there, and you can say use this library. Or you can say library, open a library. That's kind of advanced topics. So let's just continue on what we were doing yesterday. Yeah, go ahead and get your computer on. I'm just going to go to type EagleCAD, and then so you can Google EagleCAD. It's www.cadsoftusa.com. Training videos. Third-party videos, and we're on lesson 4.
Okay, do we need to get a new schematic?
No, same schematic.
Same schematic. I know. There's another way to try to find
Courses.
I'm gonna try to find it. I'm not a problem finding it.
So if I've got mine on my flash drive and put it in my thumb drive, I plug the thumb drive in here.
Yeah, the required for the course is a thumb drive, and you need to save all your schematics on your thumb drive, otherwise you're going to be in class and not going to have anything to work with. So that's why the thumb drive is required.
I cannot remember where I put this disk right there. I don't remember how I done it.
Where did I put that from? Let's see, labs.
Look. You don't have to show me where I put it. I have to get the schematic we were working on.
EagleCAD training. Let's see, curriculum.
I hope I didn't lose it.
I was trying to find something, but I'm not able to find it. Has everybody got it up?
No, sir. I'm trying to find where it's at.
Does anyone have a file on a thumb drive? Do you have that on the thumb drive? Who has their file that's done, like on Eagle CAD file? You've got a file that's done?
On my CAD, I mean, on my
Yeah.
thumb drive.
Right here? What's the file on? Okay, I'm gonna save you guys. I'm gonna save you guys today because I can tell all of you, no one, almost nobody here has their files on their thumb drive. Who has their files on their thumb drive? Oh, that's bad. Okay, everyone needs to have their files on their thumb drive. Okay, or a CD. You know, you can get a CD. You can put a CD in your computer or open it up as a USB. I'm gonna put this one in here. Let's see here. And just pray that I won't get a virus.
Got it? Good deal. Thank you so much.
Huh?
Now what I need,
Yeah.
I'll get pulled over.
Well, the biggest security threat to computers are actually thumb drives.
Good deal. Thank you so much, Robert.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in courses, fab. I'm just going to put it right here.
I need to get
Tutorial homework.
on this little thumbs up so I get. I've got a little tube here. Can I use it?
Open with Eagle CAD. Let's just look at this really quick.
No, it's good.
Mine came out machine learning.
Okay, send to open with Eagle. Oh, okay, so there he has it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on Moodle for you guys. So everybody's going to start with his homework assignment. I just ejected that, right? Let me make sure I ejected it before I take that out. Okay, I ejected it. That's a nice one.
But if we got it, we're good, right?
So everyone go to Moodle who does not have, if you do not have your files on a thumb drive, please go to Moodle right now and log in.
I had mine on thumb drive come up here. It didn't come up with my lesson 3 didn't come up with lesson 3. That was one grayed out.
I've got it right here.
Wait just a minute, everybody. I'm trying to get everybody set up.
Yes, sir.
As soon as I get everybody set up, I'll help individual people. But I want to get everybody set up first. Okay. So just go ahead and log on to Moodle. Go to the 152 course. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put lesson 1 right here. File, add. Lesson 3. Sorry, lesson 3 schematic file. Oh. Paste. Right here. Tutorial homework. See if it downloads properly. It looks really weird. I don't know why it looks like that. I'm going to walk around and make sure everyone has it.
Hi, this is Jason with
Whoa!
AC Electronics, and this is lesson 4 of the Eagle tutorial.
Oh, no, I don't think it worked. Must have done something wrong. I'll just delete it. Let's try to do it again. Okay, we're going to add a file. Lesson 3 schematic. Okay, add. Choose file. Okay, new plan. New plan. I'm going to put it in my shared Dropbox folder. Copy public link. Modular add.
Yeah, you do right there.
There's
Actually, he's put it in the spot. Let's see, 138. Oh, you got that. Yeah, let me make sure.
zip folder. Okay. Download the zip file. It seems like the only way it works is to zip it. I think it's probably a security concern. Go ahead and download the zip, and when you click the file, you're gonna save it. You have to save it somewhere. I would save it in My Documents or something like that on your computer, or save it to your flash drive. It should download like this. Instead of clicking on it, what you need to do is say Show in Folder. That's what I would do, say Show in Folder. And then right click on it, and then you have to say Extract All. And then say Extract. Actually, that's the wrong file. Did I zip the wrong file?
Good deal.
Did I do the wrong one? Okay, let's try this again. Send to compressed folder. Homework tutorial.zip. This is taking a long time. File. Add. Lesson 3 zip. Choose file. Tutorial homework.zip. Upload this file. Save and return to course. Okay, do the other one that I just showed. Show in folder. Extract all. Extract. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I zipped the wrong file. Do the latest one. The latest one should be... I'm going to delete the other ones. This one should work. Also, click Eagle CAD lesson. Well, you don't have to do the lesson 4. I put it there for you guys to have it. You can watch it at home. Now, once you get the file open, you can't click on it and try to open up with Cadence. What you have to do is right-click and say Open with Eagle CAD. So, once you get the file open, once you get it to this point, we have lots of different programs. Does anyone understand that file association on computers? File association means the extension .sch, it gets associated with a particular program on your computer. If there's multiple programs who want that extension, they're going to fight over it. So whatever program you install later is going to have, is going to open that program. So Cadence OrCAD and EagleCAD both use the schematic.extension. So whatever program you installed last is the program that's going to want to open that file if you double click on it. You understand? It's like if you had a Word document and if you had 3 different programs that wanted to open that document, then whichever program you installed last is the one that's going to be associated with that. Or you can go in and change the association in your file manager. This has been associated with Cadence OrCAD, so you have to say open with Capture or EagleCAD. There's 2 programs that will open that file. So if you say Eagle, then it'll open in Eagle. Now, if you don't do that, if you just right click on it, if you just double click on it, this is what you're going to get. Probably a bunch of nothing, and probably this thing will open. Take forever. Cadence is trying to open the file, and then it's going to say, oh, I have no idea what kind of file this is. That's because it was created with a completely different program. It has nothing, no knowledge of. Okay? Now, I'm going to go around and see who's got it open. Got it open?
Yeah, I fixed it open. Fixed mine. One on the side. I had to do it.
Oh, no. I'll probably put it download.
Or you part two.
What you're going to need to do is open So what you're going to do is file, open.
Is that what happened?
Do you know what biscuit cutter? It's a half moon slot side of the board that you put in what they call a biscuit, which is a flat football.
Gotcha.
You really,
Gotcha.
then you glue it on,
Gotcha.
you stick it
Yes,
together.
sir.
And that biscuit, well, I was holding the workpiece, actually test piece,
Right.
to that board. Actually, biscuit cutters, which has got a table that's standing here. You push it up to the side of the board, or workpiece, and you push it in. Put it in, I started pushing, and I had a shingle thing to release the board. So when I released the board in my hand, and the workpiece, see bone here, and cut the tips down. Because about 30 seconds per side of the board.
Okay, raise your hand if you do not have it up. Raise your hand if you don't have the schematic up right now. So all you guys have the schematic up? So you have it up or you don't have it up? You can cut it.
Yeah, yesterday I changed that one. I knew what it was because I sent them right.
Yeah.
How long have you been going through it?
About 3 years.
I've been since '99.
It's
just where mine's not exactly what yours is, but panel paint's kind of is.
It's the same thing, it's the same thing, damage the nerve. The shingles damages the nervous system.
Right.
It's going along.
Right.
You get panel pain. For me, most people it's in the nerve. Mine actually started damaging the nerve. Sometimes it's top. Sometimes they end. But it's the same, it's the same thing, it's going to damage the nervous system.
Right.
7,000 volts. It's going to real lot of people.
You have it downloaded?
What if they got you? Control?
Well, they're hitting on all kinds of stuff. I started doing some ridiculous things, non-class stuff.
You're not on it. I'm still on.
We have me on a date and method.
I'm on working all that stuff. Seizure medication. It's called CAD.
Never heard of that.
And basically all it does is it tries to slow down the nerve process. If I'm right there, if I drop it, I drop that.
Everyone bring it up. I want to see it on everyone's screen. Maximize it. Do you have yours on your screen?
I don't know. I tried. I'm thinking I might have to go in there and X them out. In fact, I think what happens very much with I guess it's two of them. I thought I might do something about that. I thought I was going to have to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
I've had to go back in.
What's your name?
Down on my I'm gonna lose that thing with that one. I'm gonna leave it there, and if I can, I'm gonna drop another one.
Yes, sir.
The problem is, it's not some things just go along. So I drop another one, like a 100 milligrams. Get through the day. I'm on three. Thinking about dropping it. I'm taking two.
You're not getting the options.
Yes, sir.
One, 3 times.
Look at it. There's all kinds of mess.
Is yours up?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Yours is up?
Actually, I've got mine on my junk drive officer now, Mr. Officer.
Okay.
Well, I've got that and
Some
it's also
computers in here behave differently. I can't actually get the drive. Well, we'll get started just so that we can get something done today.
As fast as she goes over, it won't take long.
keep up.
In lesson 3, we started this new schematic for our first real project, and I'm not going to go over everything I just did in lesson 3. If you need a little recourse or a refresher, go back and watch it, and then watch this one. First thing we're going to do is a couple of little housekeeping things with what we already have here on the screen. That's just a matter of some conventions and making the schematic a little easier to read, plus we have a little bit of function that we need to do. First thing we need to do is, some people might notice that we're missing a ground off of this power jack. One thing with this particular power jack is it has a self-isolating pin, pin 2. When nothing's plugged into the jack, the function is that pin 2 and 3 are tied together, and when a plug has been plugged in, pin 3 will actually disconnect from pin 2, isolating the two. So in this case, we don't need that function, so the easiest thing to do is actually tie them together, short them together, so no matter what is plugged in or unplugged, you always have a direct connection there.
Right.
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our copy tool, and we're going to copy the ground, and we're going to come in here and we're going to pop a ground in there, and this ground is going to get tied to the jack, and we'll use our wire tool. And in the previous lesson, I believe I called this the line tool. If you hover over it, it tells you wire. If you look down the bottom left, it says draw a line, so you choose what you want to call it. I'm going to refer to it as the wire tool. We're going to click once on the ground, we're going to click once on this pin, and then we're going to click a second time on this pin, and then we're going to click again to disconnect away from, or to get the tool to release the wire. Another thing that we'll want to do, and this is just a convention thing, we know that this connection has been made because we physically did it by clicking on it. But to ensure it as well as for a visual aspect, we're going to use the junction tool again, and we're going to put a junction right there where this pin comes midway into a wire. And again, that's more of a convention, but it's also functional, as in if you want somebody to be able to look at the schematic and discern whether that pin is connected or not. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Another little housekeeping thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give these capacitors values, since we didn't do that in the first lesson. And in this case, we're going to give these a value of 0.1 microfarads per cap. So that looks good. All right. Next thing we want to do is let's go ahead and add in our LED. And in this case, where Eagle can be sometimes cryptic with the naming convention, in this case, the library is actually called LED. The one thing you want to be careful, though, is that all these parts underneath the LED most of these are user-submitted custom parts. In this case, we just want a standard T3¼ LED, which is going to be under this little sub-LED section, and that would be the 5mm LED. So let's go ahead and click on that, and let's go ahead and put that LED in the schematic. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and get a current limiting resistor.
Okay, go to LED. That's your ad. That's your ad.
Right
Look
there.
like a plug.
Yes, sir. Push it.
Or click on the arrow.
I don't see it. I don't have nothing. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Alright, where's it?
The back of parts. Right.
This is not.
Okay, here we go.
I think we might have that problem we was talking about earlier. I think we got that problem we were talking about earlier.
Beautiful. Oh, there it is. Right out. Library. Okay.
Yeah, all of yours has been turned off. Somebody's phone and all of them are turned off.
Standard T3¼ LED, which is going to be under this little sub LED section, and that would be
That doesn't make any sense.
the 5mm.
Okay, so it's that LED 5M.
LED 5, you know, write it down.
5M, is that 5mm? Let's see, what does it say?
Your LED. So let's go ahead
Is everybody good with that?
I'm still,
and click on that,
you know. Let's see.
and let's go ahead and put that LED in the schematic. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and get a current limiting resistor. We're going to go to the RUS, and this part right here will be a 1/8 watt.
The second one down from RUS, second one down.
Flat laying resistor. I'll go ahead and change this so you can see that a little bit better. It's a flat laying. It'll lay flat on the PCB. So let's click OK. And another quick little tip is anytime you need to change the orientation, you can very easily just right-click your mouse and it will change the orientation of the part.
Everybody try the orientation thing. Right click when you have the part over your mouse and see if it works.
And we're going to go ahead and add this part right now. And now what we need to do is get power to this LED as well as a ground. So let's use our copy tool again, and we'll copy our 5-volt pole. And now that I've done that, in lesson 3 we mentioned that anywhere a 5-volt point like this is added on the schematic, these points are going to be all tied together. So I can have a schematic with 100 of these if I want, and if I do, they're all going to be tied to the 5-volt bus coming back to the voltage regulator. Same thing with these grounds. Even though these grounds aren't physically connected to each other on the schematic, they're all tied to the same ground, giving the same ground potential. Alright, we're going to copy the ground as well while we're talking about it, and we're going to go ahead and add that to the resistor. So now we effectively have a complete schematic with a source of power, the filtering caps, the voltage regulator, the LED, and the limiting resistor. Now that we've done that, we're at a good stopping point. But I'm going to explain a couple little tools up here on the top, and these are tools you're going to use a lot. One of them, you'll notice what I just did. If I zoom out and I want to zoom back in on the schematic, I can zoom in, but I have to kind of hover my mouse in the exact place, and then I kind of have to play with it to get it to zoom so it's centered in full size. Well, they have a little tool up here. There's a magnifying glass with a little white square or a little white rectangle in it. If you click on that, it's called the fit tool. It's going to automatically fit the schematic to the screen size that you're working with. You also have a zoom in, and you also have a zoom out, and that's the magnifying glass with a plus and a minus. And those are the 3 most used tools that you're going to use when zooming and navigating. Also, I always recommend a wheel mouse. A wheel mouse makes a lot of tedious movements very easy because you can simply hover over a specific section and zoom in or zoom out very easily. And again, if you get it zoomed to just kind of a funky position where you can't quite get it the way you want it, just click that fit tool and it's going to put it right back where it belongs. So we're going to go and stop here, and in the next lesson we're going to add a couple things to the schematic.
Yeah, the class is over. If anyone wants to stay and work for another 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be here to help you guys. But what we're going to do for assignment for next time is I want you guys to go through finish 4.
It's Jason with our circuit. And
5.
In lesson 6, the next lesson.
And 6.
Okay, well,
4, 5, and 6. So you should get to once you get through 6, you're going to start to actually do the PCB design right here. You can see. Well, turn this off. You can see it. He's working on the PCB design. So we're going to do. I'll write on the board really quick. ELN 152. We're going to do lesson. What did we do today? We did 4. So we'll do 5 and 6. Because lesson 4 was pretty simple. You're just putting like a resistor and a diode. Lesson 5 we'll put a few more components, and then lesson 6 you'll kind of finish it up and start doing the layout.
So Mr. Hofstad, it's all,
Yeah.
we're all working on the same schematic throughout as far as our lesson, we're working on the same schematic.
And there's something that people are hitting on this. I don't know what button it is that they're hitting.
Yes, sir.
Some button that people are hitting or something they're clicking to make the parts go away. I don't know what it is. It may be like a mystery.
Cancel. Bring it up, hit that cancel button.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as you're doing it, I need to write it down. I cannot figure out the schematic. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, and I want to save everything. How you go home? Do I need to Yeah. It's cool now to do it. Do it to all my doors. Because I'll never pull it out. Now pull it out. Right. Alright.
Oh, guys, here's one thing I just found. When you open up that parts library to add a part, there's a button that says
Okay, and drop and cancel.
Okay.
Not drop.
OK and drop and cancel.
You lose it.
It removes the library.
That's what we just done. No, even see like right here, if you hit just
Yeah, it's saved already.
one.
So I think that's what people are doing.
What else is saved on there?
Yeah.
Nah, I've got more stuff. I have a whole lot of stuff saved on
But even whatever parts, whatever that permanent part library.
It's recoverable. But I believe that's what's happening. So there's a button that says,
Yeah, I saw it earlier. I actually
oh, okay. Yeah, if you actually say drop, watch what happens to the 19-inch. It goes away.
developed LED. But as long as it opens the part back up when you re-enter it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you close it out and say file open, yeah, it'll open it back up again.
Search removable discs.
At least I solved that mystery. Now, what I haven't solved is some people, they're hitting something that drops all of them, like the entire database. You know what? Maybe if you...
What I did with the
Oh, I bet I know what they're doing.
first time you
Alright, brother, you gotta leave.
I'm used to working with
Oh, me.
music.
When is this next week? Tuesday, right? It's done.
Save it.
It's Saturday. Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Put the extension. Saved it as
Stay, turn it off here.
Oh, okay.
and then
Library,
download it. I just opened it up.
and then it should show up.
That's how I got back. That's just easiest for me.
When you, I'll show you.
It's for your homework.
Down here at the bottom, it's got
Okay.
okay, and drop, and
Sure.
drops the middle button.
Okay.
Don't hit it.
I'm just trying to solve the mystery of how do you drop all of the libraries. I mean, that's kind of mysterious to me.
Yeah, so once you highlight something.
Hey, how's it going?
You know,
No,
you know, it's kidding about this.
Yeah,
too.
that's
But I did stop by Doug's office. When you get a chance, like me and him sit down and spend 5-20 minutes, whatever it takes, discuss embedded controllers versus PLCs. Because we're all in the same building. And you're teaching serial board computers, embedded controllers. I'm teaching PLCs. He's going to use what's called an embedded controller on the rocket, I would imagine, it's we used last time.
we argue with them.
Yeah. So my opinion is we ought to all have the same story. I mean, I know what I would tell people. People say, why would I use this versus that? So I just think it'd make us look smart if we all.
It's kind of like the PLC. Why would you use an Allen Bradley versus a Siemens? This is, you know, there's people out there, they want to make, the companies, they want to make money. And so I would say the one you want to use the most is the one that's most popular in your area.
What I'm talking about is embedded controllers, like Arduinos versus PLCs. Why would you use one?
Oh, I want to use one of those.
Because those are two different design ideas. Because see, when I was at OEM, I'm a friend of OEM, we used, back then, there's a thing called STD bus, which you may not have ever heard of. But, so it's a single board computer system. We would use PLC in some of our machines because they were proprietary. So all that stuff was written in C and assembly language. And we didn't want anybody to work on that stuff because we put 3 or 4 or 5 years into it.
Yeah.
But for your general purpose controllers, it didn't make any sense because you couldn't recoup the money.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's the software. I mean, the PLC software is packaged. I mean, it comes with the PLC. I mean, the embedded microcontrollers are the same, but usually the embedded stuff you're going to be using C these days. So the question is, do you want to program in C or do you want to program in ladder logic? If you want to
There we
program in
go.
ladder logic, you
and there's some speed issues. You can do things in an embedded computer or single board system.
Yeah.
It's difficult to do in a PLC because you got total control and total reign.
Uh-huh.
You set up your interrupts. You can do that some of that in PLC, but it's really not what that's designed for. So let's all sit and,
Okay. Do you have a PLC this semester? Is that your Monday and Wednesday class?
yeah.
Okay, so they do digital or do they do PLC?
So I got him, you know,
Are they doing
What else
digital
does he
PLC?
want to put on this thing?
I thought digital was a prereq.
he's taking it, I think.
It's
or
like a
has taken
co-rec?
it.
Okay, you got it, okay.
So I'm just trying to make sure that, because I've been on both sides of that camp. I've done embedded control, and I've done PLCs, and I think there's a different reason to use one versus the other.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure we all agree.
It really is just a standard, I mean,
I think it goes deeper than that, because
I mean,
I know machine people, for some things they're going to use PLC, some they're going to use an embedded control.
well, PLCs are more expensive, right? How much does a PLC cost?
You look at the overall development.
I mean, I'm just saying, how much would it, like, seeing that PLC that they use?
Probably don't run faster because
$4,500.
Argument for $30. But see, here's the thing. I mean, you have the support. I mean, you're buying. You're thinking that you're buying the support of Siemens. You're buying the software. Is the software for that? Yes. Oh, yeah, buy it.
But that's, once again, but those are targeted for a different crowd.
I would say for embedded microprocessor, a lot of people would do this without the cost. Arduino, the software's free. The board is $30.
I'm pretty sure I've got it
So
saved.
there's no
Yes.
digital I/O or anything on it.
It's got digital. Yeah, it's got a little shield something on it.
And I've got it saved on here
But
already.
they're not including that price.
I need to go
Like
down
you
here.
want to know, not
You got to stack stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
So
that.
let's say I talk about that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, see, it's been
I think it's the cost.
it's been 10 years since I really did any embedded control.
Hardware. Interject.
A big factor is the cost and the software.
Correct. Safety of hardware.
Sure, yeah.
All right. I'm asking because I really don't. I'm just going by what other folks have told me. Now, to shut it down, just X out. Everything's pretty safe, right? Okay. Thank you, Mr. John. And everything's back on as far as my material.
Mr. Alston?
Yep.
Let's see. This is the
Software.
thing we said we need to get ordered this week.
Mm-hmm. Pay for it, yeah.
I'll run over there now and do it. Just want to make sure. I get the right one.
Yeah, it's really neat software. You'll like it. It'll be good. Yeah.
Now, he didn't draw that picture, he colors it. He uses a program.
Actually,
So that was like that's a black and white picture, and he did that. One pixel at a time.
actually, if you drop it apart, it remembers it. Next time you open it, it's still going to be dropped.
It's been 3-4 hours at a time, and he'll do something else. It's relaxing. It drives me nuts. Chip, that's one pixel. And then I'm thinking these little starbursts he added in. I know he does it one pixel at a time. I sat and watched him do it. I'm like, dude, you got a hell of a lot more patience.
That's 160,000.
I'm going to delete these components because we don't need them. Group select. Delete group. The group command. Delete group. The group command. Right click. Delete group. Group command. Right click. Delete group. Zoom full. Zoom out. Go to information. Just see information. Save. Now I'm going to upload. I'm going to upload that file. Open with Eagle CAD. Okay, it's still there. That's good. I'm going to cut this, put it in courses, fab. Let's do lectures, paste. Check on Moodle to make sure that it's actually there. Lesson 3.zip. This worked for most people, but it didn't work for everyone.
But each system does it. Because I told us to do, appreciate you making money doing it.
Yeah, no problem.
But it's like you said, I started doing it, having to do it for a job, I wasn't doing it.
Zip file.
But I mean, that's just, you know, because that's.
Well, all you gotta do there is change his attitude. The attitude should be changed.
He ain't gonna change, I tell you that.
Oh, might take a 2x4, but that attitude can't be changed.
Yeah, then all you're gonna end up with a 2x4 that breaks.
Well,
I never did find that LED. I'll find
No.
the house though.
Can't, so.
I'll freeze him and ask him.
Let's see.
All right, I gotta eject this thing.
How do I get rid of that?
I'll start counting some meters.
Meter out of Canada?
I wish. I'd like to do with all of them. There's not about 5 bushels of
that's good.
5
Lot
dozen
of
ears of
fun.
corn yesterday.
How much?
5 dozen yesterday.
Heck, yeah. Sound like
Cut
y'all
4
had a good
dozen,
size.
cut 4 dozen off the cob and canned them in pint jars and then froze the other dozen.
What kind of corn did you raise this year?
I would just do it all from West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Bicolor.
We went from,
Well, we just tried to raise just a few just to eat on.
Right.
Rain killed it.
Yes, sir.
Nothing.
We went from Silver Queen to Silver King. Didn't like it pretty good. It's a pretty good ear of corn.
I like yellow corn better than I do silver.
Right.
This is bicolor. I mean, I haven't eaten any of it yet. But
Right.
It looked like it was pretty good.
Heck, yeah.
Like I said, take 4 dozen ears of corn cut.
That's a
Just
good
leave it
deal.
on, let it go to screensaver on its own.
Yeah, just leave it on. Yeah, I'll go to screen saver. No, just leave it on. It'll be fine.
I always cut the screen off.
It's okay. I think it goes to screensaver. I think it'll power off. Oh, yeah. Well, today was kind of a hiccup, but most of the work you can do at home anyway with the lessons. So.
Yeah, I prefer doing it at home because I can stop him.
I mean, that's
you gotta
what-
slow him down at times because he'll jump through like you know exactly where you need to.
Yeah, I know. Every time he goes to get a part, I always pause it because it's like. Yeah. Really, if I had time, I would go through and make my own videos, but